At Confident, we empower organizations to navigate and manage business-driven digital transformations. Our technology commitment is the transformation toolkit of SAP. More specifically, LeanIX and Signavio. In the Know are short blog posts and videos where we share insights and ideas for getting benefits out of the very capable data-driven transformation toolset from SAP. This particular video addresses the topic of application rationalization. In regards to application rationalization, we recognize that time assessment, mapping to business criticality, and redundancy analysis based on business capabilities are some of the cornerstones in the rationalization practice. We also see that mastering these skills alone is not sufficient. Setting up for success is not as easy as one would expect. In this video, we present 4 activities, all supported by LeanIX, which we believe will help drive end-to-end value from the rationalization efforts. Our goal with this short video is to provide context for application rationalization and put a spotlight on what we believe are overlooked opportunities to leverage in LeanIX. This means that in this video we are not taking a deep dive. We are, however, going to set the scene and have it serve as a frame of reference for additional videos to follow in this series. Application portfolio management is a big part of enterprise architecture management. It falls within the purview of enterprise architects to ensure the application portfolio aligns with the organization's business objectives, IT strategy, and technological landscape. If applications no longer fulfill these requirements, there is an opportunity for rationalization. The goal of application rationalization is consolidation, modernization, retirement, or replacement of applications to improve the business outset for succeeding. Depending on the maturity in the organization, our experience tells us that most organizations equate rationalization with application retirement. This is okay. But what does that entail? Agreeing to start eliminating applications not fit for purpose is not enough. We need a common understanding on what we do, how we do it, and why. We need a methodology to guide our effort, accompanied with a toolset that enables us to collaborate on our efforts and track our progress against goals. The application rationalization methodology we work with consists of 4 key components. 1. A broad analysis of the application portfolio, to single out what looks like opportunities for rationalization. 2. A deeper investigation towards the feasibility of rationalizing any of the identified opportunities. 3. The grunt work of planning and executing on the rationalization efforts. 4. Providing continuous insights on the progress for decision makers and contributors through the entire life cycle of rationalization. Most of the available online content on how to do application rationalization primarily focuses on identifying applications that hold an opportunity for rationalization. This equates to the opportunity phase. Here, we often see 2-dimensional models such as time being proposed as frameworks to classify applications. Time is a great way to make an initial segmentation of the portfolio. Alternative, or complementing example approaches could include redundancy analysis based on supported business capabilities, or even volunteer programs, where users can mark applications as ripe for replacement. Regardless, we recommend to tune the opportunity analysis to support either the application strategy, target architecture, or business strategy. The aim is to rationalize with a purpose. When we have a reference point for our rationalization efforts, we can model the metadata on the application landscape towards this, enabling us to make decisions based on quality data. A proper opportunity analysis requires insights on artifacts such as applications, business capabilities, organization, strategic ambitions, target architecture, business processes, and technologies. For this reason, the enterprise architect is uniquely positioned to facilitate this phase. The output is a rationalization profile of the analyzed applications. Applications that represent an opportunity for rationalization move to the feasibility phase. Just like a fishing net, not everything which is caught in the opportunity analysis is feasible to spend time and money on to process. To prioritize what applications to start rationalizing, deeper knowledge on the application is required. This can include what features are critical within the application, how many users or processes are affected by the application, what retraining would be required, if there are viable alternatives, etc. For this reason, the feasibility phase is driven by a subject matter expert and is supported by different departments such as EA, IT, and possibly PMO. Regardless, it is common to change some applications' rationalization profile, as rationalizing them is not feasible. Alternatively, applications can be tagged for a later wave of rationalization. The next phase is planning and execution. This is a collaborative phase, where current and future states are assessed, and a road is plotted to rationalize the application. This phase must not be underestimated. It will most likely require dedicated project management, a user group to represent the application value, developers and architects, and more. In many cases, this is where the rationalization effort turns into IT change management. Utilizing a data-driven metadata tool like LeanIX enables the project team to keep high-level relevant data readily available. This allows for quicker decision-making, shared knowledge, and provides an unambiguous view on the application landscape and the ongoing rationalization efforts. Working data-driven like this enables management to continuously follow the progress based on the insights from the rationalization efforts. As with any transformation process, risk management increases the likelihood of success. This is no different for application rationalization. We need to shed light on the risk areas and work actively to mitigate. The first risk is doing the wrong thing. Even if we do it well, by focusing on the wrong goals, we will not rationalize the applications we need to. Not having the rationalization support a strategy or objective will make it harder to argue for the rationalization effort and get people to rally. Ambiguity on the data representing the application landscape, or not having a shared view on what capabilities an application supports, or how it relates to the organization, will result in derailed discussions. Meetings will not be on how to rationalize, but rather what are we looking at. Unclear roles and ownership reduces the urgency and increases the chances of deliverables getting stuck. In day-to-day work, that will translate into inability to delegate, decreasing the delivery rate, and in worst case hamstringing decision power. Unclear expectations on cost and who owns the cost can greatly impact everything from process design to prioritizing. Costs associated with rationalization may include data migration, training on new tools, configuration, and modifying processes to align with the new toolset. Depending on the organization, the process and role distribution might have to be designed with this in mind. Working without a well-understood and common process introduces assumptions. A prevailing assumption is that other people will do the work. Without a process on rationalization, it will most likely never happen. Data on the rationalization effort must be transparent and timely made available to enable management and architects to continuously prioritize, to accommodate changes to the organization and application landscape. In day-to-day operations, organizational lines can be blurred, and we see technologies, applications, data flows, and capabilities exist in and between these lines. By not breaking down the barriers between organizational entities in the rationalization effort, the best-case scenario is a reduced efficacy of the rationalization process. The worst case is interruptions to business continuity. EAs have a huge role to play in relation to analyzing all available data, drawing the target architecture, and tracking impact. It can be argued that the main delivery from an EA standpoint is to provide insights to the rest of the rationalization team, rather than executing on the entire process. It will often fall to the EA to make the rationalization effort relevant for business owners. This requires people skills, political acumen, and knowledge on priorities within each area. Application rationalization requires more than the right tool set. It is a balance between knowing what to achieve, having a system in place to facilitate, and navigating the organization to drive the agenda. Every organization has their own strengths and challenges. In this blog and video series on application rationalization, we will discuss some of the pitfalls and mitigating actions to take, how to set up for success, and how to think on data in relation to the rationalization effort, how to drive engagement and build a strong process. These are some of the topics that we will expand upon in future videos. The aim is to provide context and a frame of reference when designing for application rationalization in your organization, and how you may leverage LeanIX throughout, not just initially. Thank you for watching. And please do not hesitate to contact us if you would like to know more about how we may be able to assist you further in your rationalization efforts.